Hi everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. Happy vendredi. Happy Friday. Just needed a big sigh. No reason, just needed to take a big sigh. So, what's going on with everybody? It's not looking so nice out there right now. Je sais pas chez vous autres, mais ici, le vent est commencé, puis it's really blowing. Hello, Sylvie. Hello, my friends. Hello, Sonia. Bonjour, bonjour. So, we don't have a long video today, but because of that, I might be able to demo layering stencils. We talked about them, and we talked about them with Pink Fresh, so Erin will prep my desk and make it usable. But because we talked about the Pink Fresh inks and we talked about layering stencils, so we can play around with those a little bit. Tracy's still coming next week. So if you get a chance to sign up for those classes, I will tell you, if you've never taken a class with Tracy, it is a treat. Même si vous parlez pas anglais, l'art est visuel, puis on n'a jamais eu un problème. I've already got the stencils. Oh. Yeah. On n'a jamais eu un problème avec le langue, puis tout ça, parce que on a assez de monde qui sont bilingues, qui peuvent vous aider. Et aussi, elle est si talentueuse et vous allez apprendre beaucoup, même juste visuel, OK? Les étapes, puis tout ça. Allô, Sophie? Est-ce que tu aimes ton switch? Donc, oui, ça va être tellement du fun. Tout le monde qui ont suivi des cours avec Tracy déjà ont adoré toutes ces techniques, ces choix de couleurs, ces façons, ces manières, tout ça de faire ces pages. Et j'espère que vous pouvez prendre au moins une des cours. Oh, good, Sophie. Je suis contente. Yes, and like Michelle says, she'll have you looking at your stamps in a completely different way. You will pull out your old stamps and look at them differently. Okay? So definitely some great opportunities there. So if you get a chance, we've got 3-4 classes, and they are a lot of fun. She's a very talented lady and also a personal friend. All right, so I have gotten restock of a lot of the Tracy products of what she'll be using in her classes, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to show you the restock. So most of the stuff that I restocked are because Tracy will be using them in her classes, okay? So depending which class you're taking would be which one she'll be using. Mais ça dit pas qu'il faut avoir ces produits pour le cours. Elle va avoir assez pour tout le monde de utiliser pendant le cours. C'est juste parce que des fois quand on utilise et on voit ses visions avec ses étampes, on veut l'acheter après. Donc à ce temps-là, j'aime avoir au moins une couple de chaque, juste si vous voulez. Okay? So, TS060. So, none of these are new. Ils sont pas nouveaux. Donc, check ton stock avant de l'acheter. Okay? So, none of these are new. Check your stock before falling in love with anything. So, TS060. OK? Sont toujours en caoutchouc, sont une très bonne qualité, sont faites en France. La compagnie Paper Artsy, ils les font eux-mêmes. Ils ont toutes les machines. I think they even have a barn and they make them in there. So, sont toutes faites là. They're all made in France. And they are cut to measure. So, if I order 20 of this, then they are going to go out there and they are going to print up or cut up 20 of them. Okay? So, TS060. Now, this one is going to be TS093 is going to be the stamp we're going to use for the Egyptian lady. OK? Donc, Tracy va vous montrer comment elle a pris cette dame-là, puis elle a fait ça, elle a fait, elle, égyptienne. Et elle va, donc ça c'est une chose que vous allez apprendre, c'est comment modifier vos étampes, OK? Donc, elle découpe toutes ces étampes, elle sépare. Donc, ça ici, si c'est une bande, souvent, Tracy, elle va couper entre chacune. Comme ça, elle a plusieurs utilisations. So, Tracy will often cut up a band of images like this so that you have more opportunity to use them. So, definitely hope to see you in a Tracy class. So, TS093, TS093, TS098 is her newest collection. So, these are from her newest collection. TS065, even Antonis used this when he was here. All of the different nuances, all the different background stamps, okay? So we've got a script. We've got the jumbled alphabet. You've got the dots. You've got the grid. You've got a little bit of everything here, which is perfect for any kind of art journaling. Really, really perfect for that. TS087, ça c'est vraiment son nouveau étampe aussi, plus récente, et 96. Okay, so these three are her most recent stamps. 96, 97, and 98. So those are her three most recent. And I know this one is used I know it's used in the Hearts class on the Friday. I know this is used in the Dreamcatcher class. I know these, okay, ceux-là ici. So that is this. Et oui, elle les a séparés, chacune. So Tracy cut those apart. And then you keep them in a little baggie so that you don't lose them. Okay? So those are 3 stamp sets. This goes way back. This was one of Tracy's first minis, okay? This is one of Tracy's first mini stamp sets. And as you can see, les couleurs sont pas sur l'étampe, okay? I know it sounds ridicule de dire ça, mais nous sommes tellement visuel, plus qu'on pense. Donc, si t'aimes pas rose, puis cette fleur est rose, visuellement, tu vas pas aimer cette étampe. Ça prend plus d'effort de regarder ça et imagine ça en noir, juste étampé en noir. OK? Donc, our brain, all of a sudden I can't think of the word, our brain immediately takes us to, that's pink, and I'm not a pink person. Okay? So that's how our brain works, believe it or not. And it just goes, pink, nope, not a pink person, move on. So remember, this is only pink if you make it pink. So same thing with this. Okay, so this is was Tracy's first mini. She has many others now. And this one, and if Antonis were here, he'd have grabbed this from me, parce que ça fait les cercles. Puis moi, j'aime les cercles, mais tout le monde aime mettre une texture comme ça sur leur page. et tout de suite, ils vous donnent les 3 ensemble. Okay? So they give you the 3 together, which is really nice. So, very good. All right. In stencils. Now, these 2 are Allison Bomber. These 3 are Allison Bomber that I restocked because these keep flying out of here. Donc, ceux-là, c'est de Allison Bomber. C'est PS 450, 51 et 52. Ceux-là sont tellement populaires, donc je continue à les tenir en stock parce que chaque fois que je pense qu'il en reste, il en reste plus. Et ces pochoirs ici sont des pochoirs qu'on va utiliser dans le cours de Tracy. Donc, c'est nouveau, c'est ceux-là. Puis je pense ceux-là on utilise avec la fille égyptienne. So this one I think we use with the Egyptian lady. And I think we use it also probably on the Dreamcatcher Day. This one is definitely the main flower for, I believe it's the main flower for Saturday night. I love the dot one too, Michelle. And so ça c'est 463. 464, ceux-là, c'est aussi fun de tracer et faire le doodling dedans, mais elle l'utilise dans son, un de ses cours. Et ceux-là aussi, la grosse fleur. PS 340, mais c'est possible qu'elle utilise les petits. Okay? So that is what came back in from Paper Artsy, as well as some of our favorite colors. So Tracy uses certain colors more often than others. Et avec Tracy, vous pouvez choisir toujours vos propres couleurs. OK? Elle vous encourage d'utiliser vos couleurs, de choisir les couleurs qui vous plaisent. OK? So, but you'll see on her pages, sur ses pages, you'll see a bunch of beautiful colors. And Southern Skies was a color that I think once upon a time was going to be retired. So Tracy saved it and it's now in her collection. Southern Skies is a stunning blue. Et la couleur qu'on voit sur le devant de le paquet, c'est vraiment la peinture. Donc ça, c'est la vraie couleur. OK? Et ceux-là, c'est un translucent. Donc, dans Paper Artsy, toutes leurs finis sont mat. So all the Paper Artsy paints, they are a matte finish, okay? But some are translucent, some are semi-opaque, and some are opaque. So this one is actually translucent. Ça dit que vous pouvez voir votre travail en dessous. So it means you can see any work you've done underneath. Même chose avec Tango, mais ceux-là, c'est une orange, puis encore, on peut voir tout ce qui était fait en dessous. So another one of Tracy's colors. This is one color that is on every one of her lists. C'est une couleur opaque. C'est cerulean. C'est une couleur qu'elle utilise et elle suggère souvent. Purple Wine, c'est une couleur de Tracy aussi. Cela est semi-opaque. Donc, la différence, on peut voir un petit peu de notre projet. So you can see a little bit underneath. Then we have cerise. Cerise. I'm sure you love the Tango, Odette. I wasn't worried. Banane, qui est translucent. Certaines couleurs, some colors are translucent by nature. Okay? So yellows seem to be a color that are if I remember Tracy correctly, yellows are translucent by nature, and so are reds, which is why when they add color to reds and yellows, they have to add either an opaque white, an opaque black, or an opaque gray to darken the color or lighten the color, but to change those shades. Now, that's what they do with all of them, and that's why some of these colors are semi-opaque, but something in their true form, like orange here, is translucent because there's nothing added to that. Donc voilà, on a a little black dress, le noir. On a slimed. Ça, c'est une couleur lime qui est le plus populaire. We've got prawn. Cerise is also, this is always on Tracy's projects, cerise. Caramel, ça c'est récent. Elle a commencé d'utiliser ça, je vais dire, c'était dans le dernier cours aussi, donc c'est récent pour Tracy. Et pumpkin soup. Okay? So those are the colors that came back in stock from Paper Artsy, mais on a plein de couleurs. So we carry a lot of Paper Artsy paint. So you just have to put up Fresco Finish dans notre recherche. Vous pouvez mettre Fresco Finish et ça va vous apporter sur la page où on a toutes les couleurs de Paper Artsy. Okay. All in Create has a new release. Now, Erin's definitely going to have to come over with her computer because I don't have any samples. Now, here's the good thing. There's only 4 dies. There's also a new memory Dex, but it didn't make it here on time. Okay, so ça s'en vient. But we've got 4 new dies from All in Create, and they are fabulous. But they're even more fabulous with the samples. So, look at this. Okay, donc ceux-là s'appellent Nomad Wheels. Nomad Wheels. And the samples are incredible. Look at this. Okay, so we've got that. And this has cards inside. C'est comme un petit album. Whoops. Yep, that's the same one. Look at that with the dog. Le petit chien dedans. Un tag. On a la moitié. Do you see? You don't always have to use the full card. So, see? Donc, ils ont vraiment amusé. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. There's one where she's driving. You might see it. No, she's driving and she has a bouquet of flowers next to her. Oh, look at, there's our cat and dog. J'adore ces échantillons. Là, il y a le petit chat. So these are very, very cute. Et tout ça, c'est, voilà, c'est celui-là. So all of these are available on All in Create's website, and we'll be putting a bunch of them up on ours as well. Okay? So that is Nomad Wheels. Ça, c'est le numéro 100. Le backdoor, numéro 99. OK, numéro 99. Ceux-là, ça s'appelle Topsy Turvy Home. Topsy Turvy Home. On a les fenêtres, les portes. So, Topsy Turvy Home. Oh, it's so cute. Very, very cute.
It's so cute.
There is an adorable one where they put Charlie Chaplin. That is just stunning. I hope we come across it. Mais vous pouvez voir, là, ils ont fait un mini-album avec les 3 maisons. Donc, ça, c'est les 3 maisons nouveaux que je vais vous montrer. Et même ceux-là avec Charlie, c'est fait avec les 3 maisons aussi. Ils ont mis Charlie, Marilyn Monroe.
J'adore la petite fenêtre.
Et les fenêtres, il ouvre.
Oh,
there
wow.
he is. How cool is this, guys? I love it.
Je pense que ça utilise juste celui-là.
Yeah, this one uses just this one, but you're going to see in a minute the next one. Oh, no, there it is.
There it is.
Donc, ça, c'est ceux-là. Donc, la porte, il ouvre. Les fenêtres, il ouvre. Les petites choses ici, c'est les roches qu'on voit là. So, you see those rocks? Now, we'll go down here. Look at this. So, we brought out Charlie, we brought out Marilyn, and we brought out Laurel and Hardy. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. Donc, ça, c'est les 3 maisons encore. All right? So, ceux-là, c'est 99. And this one is Topsy-Turvy Home. Okay? Topsy-Turvy Home. The next one, 98, we're going backwards, is Doorway Dreams. Doorway Dreams. OK. Donc, c'est une haute qui est plus haut que carré. Hollywood Party, you're right, Odette. Oh, look at that. He's so funny. I love that dog. Donc, vraiment, vraiment joli. Toutes les fenêtres que vous voyez, ils sont toutes inclus.
Et vous donne le petit lampe.
Oui, vous avez la lampe qui est là.
Et le petit...
Et les fleurs. The flower basket that you can put under your window. And again, the door and the window open. Voilà les trois ensemble encore. So everything you're seeing on there, they give you as dies. Donc, sont toutes inclus dans les matrices. Okay? Then we've got 97, ça s'appelle Storybook House. Donc, ça, c'est le plus petit qui est souvent au centre. Love this. Wait till you see the beach house. This one's really nice too. Love it. So cute. There's Charlie.
That's the other house. Oh, because of this.
Yeah.
That's the one we're talking about.
Yep. The one that Marilyn lives in. So, you can see they made mini albums.
Oh, ça c'est parfait pour une petite maison de chien.
Voila. Where's my beach house?
Let me see if I can find it.
You can't miss it. Yeah. That's not it, but that's adorable. Keep going. You're going to get to it.
Shoe heaven.
Sont fantastiques. Tous leurs exemples. Ils utilisent tous leurs vieux stocks aussi.
So fun.
Il fait beaucoup de exemples. So they're doing, oh, please have my beach house here. I love that. Donc, le papier, même que c'est très busy, ils ont même étampé dessus. Donc, j'aime ça. And they have to have, there it is. Look how cute that is. Oh my God, I thought this was adorable. It really screamed beach to me. Donc ça, c'est les nouveautés de All & Create. La seule chose qui nous manque, c'est le Memory Dex. Et le Memory Dex, just click on it, il va venir bientôt, mais c'est juste un peu plus gros que celle d'avant. Donc, je pense que c'est le Memory Dex XL.
Mm-hmm.
Et on l'attend d'ici à une semaine environ. So it's not decorated. You have to decorate it yourself. Il faut décorer vous-même, mais la boîte est un peu plus large que l'autre avant.
So can you send us an email for
oui,
those?
Vous pouvez envoyer un courriel si vous voulez en réserver un. All right, last but not least in the new products to show you today is just restock of Gina K. So we have her 3 little bottles, okay? So that's si vous voulez mettre de colle dedans, vous voulez mettre vos colles préférées, vous voulez mettre les peintures. Il y en a plein qui mettent la peinture fluide dedans pour écrire. So you can put paint in here, fluid acrylics, so that you can write on your projects, etc. You can put your favorite glues in here. Really, it's anything, and it has a little cap on it. But the main thing that we got back in was the Gina K 6-inch T ruler. So this was everybody's favorite, okay? C'est en centimètres et pouces. So you have it in imperial measurement and metric, okay? It's a 0 centering on top by the looks of it. It doesn't say. And c'est 15 centimetres, 6 inches. So perfect for card makers. So if you didn't grab one the first time, C'est 11,75 et très, très, très populaire. La première batch est partie si vite. Donc, ce fois-ci, j'ai commandé plusieurs. Okay? So, really, really a lot of fun. Okay? So, that is the new stuff that came in. Now, I have two options. I can show you layering stencils with Pink Fresh inks. Or we can play a little bit with the watercolors from Pop Pigments. So those are my two options. I might even be able to do a little bit of both, but because layering stencils, I really want people to understand them. I'm just looking for my Pink Fresh inks because I don't think Erin brought those down. So they're here, okay? And why the Pink Fresh inks? Wow, my hair looks very staticky there. The Pink Fresh inks I like because they have gradient colors, okay? Donc, il fait les couleurs dégradées. Et c'est ça que j'aime tellement de les encres Pink Fresh, okay? So...
I wanted to feature a couple créations.
Oh, okay. So, we had a few more pieces on création. Just put it down here. That Erin wants to show.
This is
Diane.
Those Altenew trees.
That was that big Altenew tree stencil.
How gorgeous. I love the colors here.
Yeah. I love that it looks like a halo around it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Amazing.
Yeah. Really, really nice. Good job.
That one.
And
then I
hello,
wanted to
Carol.
show these adorable little ATCs that Nancy made with Onwise.
Oh, look at that. Avec les tapes de Onwise, elle a fait tous ces petits ATC. Very cute. Really, really cute. Ça, c'est avec notre PET tape.
So love those. And then I just saw a couple of gorgeous Lavinia, uses of Lavinia.
Donc, si vous...
Joanne Martineau.
Is that Gus? Est-ce que ça, c'est Gus?
That's him.
I think it's Gus. Hello, Carol.
But just look. Love the purple.
Very, very nice choice of colors.
Gotta love the purple. And then one more to show off some Lavinia is Jacinthe Binet.
Voilà, Jacinthe. Wow. Guys, you guys do a fabulous job.
You guys keep on blowing our minds with your creations. So.
On adore quand vous participez sur Création Scrapbook Centrale parce qu'on voit tous vos travaux
Avec les produits.
avec nos produits et on adore ça. So, let me just position this properly so that we can make sure that you see it. Because Antonis stole the arm, and I don't think I've done a video since he did.
I gotta show one more
Oh,
because it has the
one
new
more.
Elizabeth Crafts chickadee, and I think that's the cherry blossom in white.
Voila. Nice.
Antonia.
And the background.
And the background.
Beautiful,
So,
Antonia.
stunning, Antonia.
Love it. All right, my friends. So now we're going to zoom a bit.
Oh, she said yes, it is Gus.
It is Gus. Good. Good guess, Nat.
Diane asked, do you have samples of the penny black stick and shine? Not sure how to use it.
I did, and I had shown how to use it.
I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
I did have it.
Or I can try to link to that video if it's still up. It might have been more than a month ago at this point, though.
Yeah.
They start deleting. Oh, and Diane said she used Pink Fresh inks when she did those trees.
Donc, les arbres que on vient de vous montrer, Diane a aussi utilisé les encres Pink Fresh. All right, so what is a layering stencil, guys?
People are asking to show the watercolors.
Oh, you guys want to see the watercolors? I will. Great use of the Tiffany case. I agree. So, okay. So these are a couple of layered stencils.
You need some cardstock?
the stick and shine was right
I'll
here.
look for it. You
Okay.
continue, yeah.
Okay. Yes, so this is layered stencils. So sometimes, des fois, on a des pochoirs qu'on peut utiliser séparément ou ensemble. Okay? Other times we have them that, can you grab me also one of the dazzle pastes?
Yeah.
That you just have a beautiful pattern that is just going to sit in a background that you can use with inks or paste. What's fun about a layered stencil is you can pick one of your layers to be a paste.
Do you want one of the already open ones or a new one? We haven't seen yet.
Did I
I think you opened a couple last time, yep.
All right, and then also I wanted the peppermint stripe stencil just so that you could see that by turning them around you get different looks. So, Ink Envy seeing all those cubes, I'm sure. Oh yes, so we did have some of the dazzle pastes. All right, so I'm going to start with the basic, okay? And this has to come out of.
Yep. Just leave them after.
Yeah. Diane, I'll try and find my stick and shine, okay? And it's just, I don't
Here's
think,
the
oh,
foil.
we found some of the foil, so maybe, yeah, but that was the foil that didn't work with it.
I'll keep looking.
Okay, so this one is the dotted pattern from Altenew. Now I can just ink it. Absolutely, I could just pick an ink and I can do it in one color, in rainbow colors. I need a sticky mat. What can I use as my sticky mat today? Where's my stamping platform, my big stamping platform?
You got it?
No. But what I do have is an Altenew stamp wheel handy. So I will try that. I have not used this. Hang on. Here it is. I can use this. Okay. Et je prends ça juste pour garder mon pochoir en place ou mon papier en place. Is that rain?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
storming.
It is pouring.
Is it this?
No. No, it's the big one I was looking for.
Oh.
Where are my little pieces of cards? Card size. All right, maybe I'll use a tag then. Tag's too big also? Well, it'll do. Okay, juste pour vous donner une idée. Voilà. So, there is, believe it or not, a right side and a wrong side to a stencil. Okay? Donc, quand vous voyez l'écriture sur une pochoir, which I just saw a minute ago, then if you can read it properly, that's the right side of the stencil. And if you have your glasses on, then you know. Altenew. It's there. Thank you, Erin. OK. Donc, je vais mettre ça. Puis, comme j'ai dit, j'ai le choix. Je peux juste utiliser une encre, deux encres. Je peux en prendre les couleurs qui vont ensemble. Je peux faire une couleur dégradée. Je peux faire ce que je veux. Ou je peux prendre un pâte.
I gave you a dazzle piece.
I know. And I need baby wipes,
Baby white.
if you can find them. I'm going to use the Dazzle Paste again from Lisa Horton. This stuff is yummy, guys, if you haven't tried it. So, au lieu de faire juste avec de l'encre, parce qu'on va faire des autres avec de l'encre, j'ai pris l'idée de faire ça avec les Dazzle Pastes. OK? Now, vous pouvez l'appliquer en plusieurs façons. Those are supposedly dry. Vous pouvez juste mettre un tonne en haut, juste comme ça. Puis prendre, where's my green tool? Prendre un outil comme ça, qu'on vend de Crafters Workshop, et vous pouvez, avec ça, juste prendre toute la pâte and bring it down. Now you hear that grit? I know Antonia doesn't like that. Okay, I didn't put enough paste. Mais je peux prendre toute la pâte qui reste sur l'outil. Je peux le prendre, je peux remettre. Je vais mettre un petit peu plus. Et remettre sur la surface. Okay? So I can just go and put more down on the surface. Voila. And spread it out some more. Normalement, quand c'est un peu plus crémeux, ça marche facilement. Et voilà. Okay. So we've got that beautiful paste down. We lift our stencil. And look at that. Now that is a funky background. It is an easy background. It's, here you can see, j'ai pas mis assez de la pâte, mais c'est pas la format de ma carte, donc je peux découper en bas puis en haut où j'ai les lignes.
Cute.
But look how pretty that comes out.
I love that color. Is that the ginger biscuits?
I think so.
Yeah, that's ginger biscuits.
Ginger biscuit. So look how pretty that comes out. And you can see that you heard the glitter in there and you can see it in there. So that's a beautiful, beautiful mix. And I'm just going to take this off the tool. I'm going to put that back in there, which some people would say not to do, but I'm going to close it right up. I'm going to remember to put some press and seal in here, and I'm all set. So, Erin, these are to be rinsed, please. Okay. Je vais prendre juste un serviette humide. Je vais enlever ça tout de suite pour que ça tâche pas. Et c'est tout. All right. So now, if we want to do a layering stencil, ça dit quoi ça? What does that mean if we're doing a layering stencil? And I will do the pop arts as well. Okay? I'll just do one of the layering stencils. All right, so I cut it crooked. That's what happens when you're cutting on your lap. Okay, voila. So I sort of have two. Encore, je vais le mettre sur mon tapis. C'est un peu croche, mais ça c'est correct, parce que si c'était pas croche, c'est pas moi qui l'a fait. All right. This was the package from that stencil.
We have the package from the stencil.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Now, we're going to do the balloons because not everybody understands how this is intended. Ça, c'est pour faire une fond. Okay, so, oh oui, les mois de l'année de Lisa Horton, les gaufrages sont fantastiques. Oui, 100%. So you have a 1, a 2, a 3. Now, you might not have a sticky thing to keep it in order to line them up. Ce que, normalement, il suggère de faire est où vous placez votre première pochoir, c'est de mettre des petites taches ou avec un crayon, juste écrit un petit point dans les petits carrés. OK? So this one says that it's stencil 1. And if you want to make sure that you're always lining it up properly, you can make a little dot. Now, I'm going to do this little dot with, I want a washable marker. Let's see. Maybe we'll do it with my Olo. Oh no, the Olo has, okay. Okay, one there, one there, one there, and one there. And I might be permanently staining my thing, but hey, it's mine. OK. Puis maintenant, je choisis une couleur d'encre. À ce temps-là, je ne fais pas vraiment un dégradé. Je vais juste faire des couleurs proches. So I might not do a dégradé of color, but I will. Actually, I do like a dégradé of color.
You do like it.
I do like it. So I might start with.
What colors are we feeling, guys?
I don't know. I'm feeling
Don't say blue.
blues
No.
and grays.
Don't feel blue.
I'm feeling blues.
No?
Okay. 100?
Yeah. Before tax.
You know what we didn't take out, Erin? Sponges and brushes. Sponges and brushes and whatever. Oh, wow.
Oh my.
Oh, my. Okay, so I've got my Pink Fresh medium brush. Ça, c'est le moyen. Je prends mon encre. Really, for this, you should be using a big brush. Oh, I'm doing the darkest color first. That wasn't smart. See, that's what happens when I turn around for 2 seconds. I make a mistake. All right. J'ai supposé de faire le plus pâle, mais j'ai fait le plus foncé. So, we'll have to just go with a darker color, like a black or something, to make my decoration. Voila. I think that was fine. Okay. Voila. I know it's not exciting to watch another person ink, right? Vous voulez faire quelque chose avec vos mains aussi. You want to be doing it as well. So I'm trying to do it quickly. Bit.
You want to try them, find them somewhere else?
No, I don't think we have to get if we're
Okay.
doing this. So voila. Okay. Voila. Okay. So stencil 1, we take that off. On enlève la première pochoir. Et je vais à le deuxième. So for that one, I'm going to stick in the same family. Et maintenant, je veux aligner mes petits carrés. Donc oui, ça c'est pochoir 2. Je veux mettre mes petits points dans les carrés pour être certaine que je mets mes ballons maintenant dans une bonne place. So I just lined up in the corners where I'd made those marks, and now I know that my balloon is where they want me to put it. So I think since I did darker colors anyways, we're going to stay with dark colors, and I am going to use Sol of Provence. Sol of Provence. So I need one for purples. All right, let's try. Oh, this color goes on a lot quicker, a lot heavier. I should have tapped it off. Voila. Okay, so this won't be my best inking, guys. It's just to give you the idea of a layering stencil. This was stencil too. Yep.
Nothing wrong with dark balloons.
Nope. OK. All right. Donc, ça, c'est la deuxième. I don't think so.
Not necessary?
I don't think so. Et le troisième. La troisième. Are you guys okay if I put gray balloons? I don't know. I just love when they put gray in some of their stuff.
I say go for the gray balloons.
I like gray. I don't have a blending tool for gray, so
Find you
I'll
one.
have to go for pink.
I can find you a blending tool.
Maybe a pop of bright pink.
You have one in here.
I have
It
a
hasn't
gray.
been used.
I have one that hasn't been used. Okay. A waffle flower, and I don't want to do it too dark.
Raincoat.
Donc, I'm using raincoat now, which
Which
you
we need today.
Yeah, you need to wear today. I don't know, just have this thing about gray.
I love gray.
And it's a gray day.
You know what
Right
song
now.
this makes me think of? Can you guess?
99
I knew
red
you were gonna
balloons
say. Dun dun dun.
floating in the summer sky.
99. Dun, 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 dun. Is anyone singing with us?
I feel like you should be putting the music on in the
I know. I
background,
need
but
the.
we can't.
But yeah, we can't. It's copyright.
Facebook
We could just sing.
would not allow the video to
On
go
peut
up.
chanter avec nos voix.
Tu sais, si on a de musique par accident, on oublie de fermer la radio ou quelque chose, à ce temps-là, Facebook, il m'envoie quelque chose qui dit « Hey, you use that music, t'es pas la permission. » So, we have to be very careful about playing music here. Pendant la video. Not every other time. Anybody coming shopping tomorrow?
Has anyone tried the watercolors? I want to know. I can't wait to see projects with them.
Avez-vous joué avec vos pop pigment encore? I'm dying to try them, but I haven't opened one yet.
You just got to.
All right. Can't decide if the gray was a good idea because the black is not going to show up so much on here for the designs. I might have to use a paste.
Joanne says she might be here tomorrow.
Oh. Okay. We're just about done here. Donc voilà. So there. See how the balloons just all fall into place? Il faut pas penser où placer un, où placer l'autre. So that's kind of what I like there. And I think what I'm going to try, just got a good idea. I just got an idea, guys. I am going to try, oh, I bet it's gonna mess. Yeah, No, I don't think it's going to work unless I dry this. Maybe if I dry this.
What are you going to try?
Je vais juste sécher. I want to try white on top of here.
Ooh.
Or a silver gold. I can't move it. I don't want to heat on top of that. No, I don't want to heat on top of the plastic, but I can't move it.
Should we come back to it? People want to see. Oh, Isabella wants to see the watercolors demoed. Nancy says nice colors, different. See, I love these colors. I think this is really nice.
It's very different, but now what color am I putting on top of there? I mean, I could do the black.
I think white would be really cool.
I know, but I think it's going to get all muddy. I think it's going to blend with the colors.
Give it a few minutes to dry.
All right.
Ask the people what they think.
What do you guys think? White or black?
White or black on here, guys?
Moi, je suis peur que le blanc va mélanger avec la couleur base. Mais j'aimerais bien essayer. Anybody?
There's always a delay. So.
I know. Where is my white? Oh, or I could be fancy and use embossing powder and then...
Oh, should we use embossing powder? Ariel says black. Isabella says, I think white would show up more. Isabelle Messier says gold.
Oui.
Or silver could be interesting on here.
I could do gold or silver.
Star says
do have
black.
those.
How about a little gold or silver, guys? I think gold? Well, on the gray, silver might not show up so much.
Exactly. All right. But
white.
Then I need...
Joanne says white, it will lighten the colors. I wish we could go with all of you, with what everybody says. Well, I saw a lot of...
Watch this.
Oh.
I need a couple of foams or brushes that haven't been used.
I think we're going to play a bit. C'est comme ça, c'est correct?
Yeah. Okay, so since we want to see a bunch of different things, we're going to see them a bunch of different ways.
Oh, we got a silver
Donc, on
too.
va voir si le blanc va marcher. Donc, voilà le blanc. So, les ballons gris, je vais mettre le blanc.
All the colors.
That's why I love this stencil set, because now I'm just decorating the balloons. Je mets la décoration sur les ballons.
Oh yeah, silver could have been nice with the gray, I think. But we're going to see the white.
Okay. On va essayer le blanc puis le doré. Can I have a gold brush, please? A brush for the gold? Oh, you have it right next to me. Okay. Le blanc. Et maintenant, on va essayer le doré.
Or
no.
black.
No.
Black?
Black, you think?
Well, people were saying
But
black.
we want to see metallic. Yeah, but we didn't give them a metallic color
That's true.
to choose. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Voila. All right, we're going to see how this gold looks. See, you guys don't have to try it. C'est moi qui fais tous les échantillons. Et comme ça, vous pouvez faire ce que vous voulez chez vous.
They might not all go together, but
That's okay.
we're just playing.
On joue au moment. Juste pour voir tous les différents effets qu'on peut faire. So these are delicata inks. They are pigment inks, comme le blanc. Toujours pour avoir le métallique, il faut être une encre pigmentés. So these are pigment inks, which is why they'll go on top so nicely because they're opaque.
Oh, we're doing a silver.
We're doing a silver. Except
it looks a little dry, that one.
It does need a re-inking, but not only that, it's kind of light on here. Voila.
You think it's showing up?
It's showing up, but not much. Mon argent est un peu sec. Il faut que je trouve... does anybody know where I can get a re-inker? Est-ce que quelqu'un sait où je peux acheter un re-inker?
I can't think of a store around here that... Il n'y a pas de magasin proche de nous, je pense pas. Malheureusement.
Oh, c'est triste. Okay. And last but not least, we'll do our black.
99.
And that would be licorice, which is the dark gray. That's not black. We want real black. We want like versifying black. Ta-da! Now that's black. J'utilise le VersaFilm maintenant.
Oh, that'll show up.
That's black. It'll also show if I didn't line my balloons up very well, because I see that. All right, guys. Qu'est-ce qu'on va découvrir quand j'enlève ça? Ça va être un bouquet.
Isabel said in your drawer.
For the ages.
In your drawer, you might find a re-inker.
Which drawer, though?
Dun, dun, dun.
Ta-da!
Cute.
So you see, a layering stencil lets you do all of that, layer by layer, without thinking. La seule chose qu'il faut penser est les couleurs. So all we had to think about is what colors to use. So that's what makes it so cool.
What's the favorite? I like the gold and I like the black.
Yep.
I will say that.
Erin says she likes the gold and the black. So that is a layering stencil. That is one that il faut compléter. Okay? Vous pouvez arrêter avec deux ballons si vous voulez, un ou deux layers et pas mettre les dessins dessus, mais c'est une qu'il faut utiliser pretty much complète. Quand vous prenez une de soit Altenew ou Pink Fresh, eux autres sont plus que vous pouvez utiliser une ou l'autre ou tous ensemble. So Erin, that has to come out too, please. So that would be one like this one. So this one is 4 pieces to make the whole design, but each design can be made on its own. So we're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. We're going to do this quick. And what I'll do is just show you how each design, so I'm going to put my paper there. And because I'm not lining them up, I can just do whatever. So it won't matter, okay? So I'm going to take a brighter color this time.
I'm going to dégradé it.
No, I'm not. I'm just, well, so just so that you see that each design can be used on its own, you just go over the whole thing, and that's when a big stencil brush comes in. Simon Hurley a fait sortir aujourd'hui un pinceau avec un poignet long et un gros surface.
You needed one of these.
Yes, I needed one of those. So, you just go over it. You could also just take your ink pad and do that, but That doesn't get in very well, but now it's going to be very dark in places. Voilà. Donc, l'encre, il va être plus foncé où j'ai mis le tampon dessus. So, it's going to be darker there, but we're just learning. I've never stenciled before. C'est ma première fois. It's my first time, guys. All right, so je peux laisser ça juste comme ça. Et ça peut être un fond. Okay, so this is, did I even start with stencil one? I did. Mais si vous voulez continuer avec les dessins, you would line this up. Again, I should have taken the time to properly place it, but you can pretty much see where the pattern is supposed to go. Vous pouvez voir. Et oui, je vais faire une version de dégradé. But my pink is lighter, so Erin, you took my white, eh? Okay. Where's my blue roll? Can I have that, please? Thank you. Je vais juste enlever un peu de l'encre parce que c'est trop foncé pour la prochaine couleur. So I'm just wiping off my brush. Et maintenant, je fais une deuxième couleur. It is pouring here. Is everybody else getting rain too? Are you getting rained on? Is anybody coming to the Friday Tracy class? Because that one, I'm curious to see what colorway Tracy's going to do. Parce que Tracy, chaque fois qu'elle vient, elle fait une couleur différente que ce qu'elle montre dans les photos. Puis je suis curieuse parce qu'elle a montré déjà comme 3-4 versions de ça. Qu'est-ce qu'elle va faire quand elle est ici? I like this pattern. J'aime beaucoup cet motif. All right. So when you have gradient colors, you don't have to worry about the colors matching. And that's what is great about the gradient colors. And usually, normalement, vous commencez avec le plus pâle et continuez après avec les plus foncés parce que souvent, c'est une couche par-dessus de l'autre. Mais quand vous faites un dessin comme ça, normalement, les morceaux sont où le nouveau encre va être à côté. So often in a layering stencil, like if you were doing a flower, you'd always want to start with the lightest color of your gradient because your next layer might be on top of that one. So you need it to get darker, okay? But in some of these where it's just a pattern, you can play around with the layers because the inks are going to go next to each other. So you really get a chance to move around and play with whatever color you want. Okay, so we've got that now. And again, you could stop there if you wanted to. Donc, at chaque étape, vous pouvez arrêter. Okay, and remember, we're doing this quick, so. Next, I've got un pâle, très pâle. So that's going to be this one.
Cute.
And this one, oh, this one has to go over the other one. So I am going to ce que je vais faire parce que, oops, I want it to line up everywhere. Oh, there we go.
Was pouring, now it's stopped. No rain, just really hot. It's going to be one of those.
Ici, on a plein de pluie. So you see, you can line it up, but it takes some time. Donc, c'est normalement plus facile de, comme j'ai parlé, de faire un cercle ou quelque chose. So why is that? OK. En haut, je pense que j'ai trempé un petit peu, but most of it will line up okay. The bottom. All right, guys.
What's the name of this stencil set?
The name of this stencil.
Pattern Petals?
Yes, it is. All right. C'est pas parfait, mais c'est juste pour vous donner l'idée. Et à cause que j'ai une couleur pâle maintenant, I'm not going to put the pale color. So what I'm going to do, je retourne à la première couleur et ça va juste faire plus foncé les places où je le mettre. Okay? So all I'm doing is going back to that darker pink again. And if it overlaps any of the other dark pink, it'll just darken it more. So it'll still give it another layer. So that's one good thing about your inks. Remember that one layer is one color, but if you put a second layer and a third layer, it'll change the colors.
Oh, thanks, Cindy. She was trying to guide you.
Oh, thanks, Cindy. That's not going to work. All right, so sorry guys, trying to get it done quick. It's not quick to do a stencil, especially a layering stencil, but I'm not taking too much time. I'm not cleaning my stencil. C'est très important, nettoyer votre pochoir. Avec la peinture, je ne nettoie presque jamais, mais avec l'encre, parce que je peux réactiver cette encre-là. Donc, je le nettoie avec hand sanitizer, alcool, ou des fois juste de l'eau. Mais si tu vois que ça tache un petit peu, if ever you see your stencil staining, put a little hand sanitizer on there. It cleans anything. So now we've got that layer and the last one. So the last one's the easiest, or pretty much the easiest to line up and almost fail-proof. Now here's a great time to put a paste on. So you can put, I could put the Fantasy paste from Lisa Horton, but we're doing this gradient, so I'm gonna do the darkest color now, but it would be wonderful to just put a paste.
Should I get one?
Well, I have the Fantasy paste, yeah. But it's not really a color. All right. And even my stencil's not straight, but it seems to be going in all the right places. So I'm going now with Raspberry Bliss, which is the darkest. Okay, so this one, we're just going to do a circle over the top of each of them.
I find that small holes takes longest to stencil. Would have been faster to use paste.
Yes.
Cindy says use paste.
Oh, too late, Cindy. Sorry. I know.
Sorry, I was up front with somebody and Mom can't see all the comments all the time.
I can't see the comments, and also I don't have everything around me necessarily that I could have.
But you're right, a paste would be really nice.
It would be fast, it would be effortless, but this is actually going pretty fast because this ink pad is very juicy. And I'm liking these brushes, okay? I hadn't used them before.
Which ones are those?
These are the Pink Fresh brushes, guys, and I really do like them. I love that they come in this little drawer too, that you can just organize them in. Facile. And they've got a nice feel to them.
All right.
Ta-da! Ta-da!
Drum roll.
All right. One up there. Looks like it didn't get all the dots. Okay. So our gradient card.
Go over this one yet. There you go.
Okay. It'll be what it'll be. Ta-da! And remember what I told you, if you don't like pink, you aren't gonna. So you see how beautiful that comes out? And it really was a no thinker.
There you go.
Sorry, I was out of the screen, guys.
Those blending brushes are very nice. I got myself a pack and like it a lot.
I do. I really do like them. But look how nice that came out. Yeah, I see why Erin repositioned me. There we go. I love it. I didn't even think I'd like it this much, and I do. So, wow.
Oh my gosh.
That came out really, really nice.
That needs to be finished for a card eventually.
Yeah, yeah. All right. You're very welcome for the demo. I hope Star was there also. I think it was her that we talked about with the layering stencils and the Pink Fresh inks. So really, they're easy. When you've got a layering stencil, it just goes. Maintenant, vous pouvez prendre des petits bijoux puis mettre dans les centres. So if you find it too flat, you can take little gems and put them right there in the centers. And now, of course, Erin wants to do that.
Now I have to find them, and now I have to do it.
Yeah. So really, really, you've got lots of opportunity, and you can see that all my circles aren't perfect, but they're going to do fine. And then I can take just these gems and put them smack in the middle, and you know, you can do and add, and then your background isn't so flat anymore. So you can just keep adding and repositioning and
playing.
C'est vraiment fun de amuser comme ça. So, and you should use a jewel picker because I'm just getting them stuck to my fingers and that's not helping.
Encore, cette de pochoir, c'est Patterned Petals by Altenew. Pour voir le petit.
And then that's what it looks like if you put the little gems on. So you see, just a very cute addition to it. All right, my friends, I will do the pop pigments. Let's save that for next week when I've played with them a little bit. So we're not just sitting here and unwrapping them in front of you because sont pas prêtes encore, and I really don't want to just unwrap them all in front of you guys.
Take some time.
Because that's going to take a lot of time. I didn't think that one out. So I will do the pop pigments, I promise.
We will try to find the sparkle and shine. We're going to look around
Yes,
for
and
it.
Diane, I will look for the sparkle and shine, and if not, if Erin can find the video, she'll link it. Because I didn't do it right the first time I showed them, and then the second time I did do it right. So when you transfer it onto a paper, okay, if you want to foil it, transfer it, and then forget about it for an hour or two. And that way, once you've let it sit for an hour or two, then it's ready to take the foil. If you do it right away, Diane, then it's going to glue, and therefore it rips the foil. Okay, so that's my tip with the stick and shine. All right, my friends. So I won't be with you on Monday, but I should be back on Wednesday, OK? Donc, je vais pas être avec vous autres lundi, je peux pas, mais je vais être là mercredi, OK? Mais si on reçoit des autres produits puis tout ça, c'est possible que Erin va les mettre sur Facebook, OK? So yeah, so don't forget the Dazzle pastes, guys. They really do look yummy, okay? They really are looking nice. It's drying beautifully. And I really like this background.
Yeah,
it's
I love
so
that.
random, you know? All right, my friends, have a great weekend. If it's going to rain all weekend, what a great excuse to craft all weekend. All right, and come by and see us here at the store. Have a good weekend. Bonne fin de semaine, tout le monde. Puis, oublie pas, les cours de Tracy sont encore, il y a des places encore disponibles et you will not regret it. OK? Vous allez avoir aucun regret de prendre un cours avec Tracy. Elle est tellement fine, puis elle a plein d'informations à partager avec vous autres. OK? Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Have a great weekend. Try a Tracy class, and we'll see you soon. Bye.